Family Good Rising. Black Feniks checking in. Owner of HogOn Welding. I'm the founder of HogOn Person. And this rising, I want to talk to you about, remember, it's all business. Never make it personal. I had to say it like that. Make that never last long. Never make it personal, fam. I want to share a small conversation I had with one of my business partners out of Georgia. You know, he's been dabbling inside of the music industry, entertainment industry, and he has actually got some stars in some good positions. You know, some people that we know. I'm not going to say none of the names right now, but just some people we know. My business partner out of Georgia has helped some people get to that next stage. And we're doing a business deal in Alabama right now. We're working on transitioning here and doing a couple things in Birmingham. And he said something to me, fam. And he said, this is before we was coming into the area. He said, remember, me and you are business partners. Everybody else is clients. Point blank, period. When you come to a new area or when you're starting a business in your hometown or wherever, no matter where you at, you're going to always have people who try to befriend you to get closer in on the business so they can get a deal or a discount or something, you know what I mean? But you got to remember who you're building your team with. The person who you're building your team with, that's who you owe your loyalty to, because it's business. Everybody else is just coming through trying to get a deal. So when you're building your brand and you're getting things off the ground, remember who you started with, because there's going to be a lot of delusions come in. You know, there's going to be a lot of people that'll see things and want things. You know what? You know how they say the eye will overload the butt. You know how they say that? Don't let your eyes overload your ass now. A lot of people do that when it comes to what other people drive and what other people are doing. They want to get in where they don't fit in sometimes. And I had a lady stop by while I was working on the container, and she was driving through and had a nice vehicle. And I was sitting on the side, fam, I ain't gonna lie, it was hot. I was tired. I'd been cutting pieces, and I was trying to take a little break for a second. And the lady said, hey, I want to talk to you about this and this. And I was like, okay, no problem. If you have any questions, that number on the back of that truck, take a picture of it. I don't have any cards on me. And give me a call and we can discuss anything you want to talk about. And the lady said, well, I don't want you to think I don't have any money, like I'm just trying to waste your time. And I said, oh, it's not like that. I'm tired. You see me, I'm out here by myself, I'm sweating, it's hot. I was like, at the moment, I just don't have the time to talk. If I stop in the middle of my process while I'm building and answer everybody's question, it just so happen randomly pull up to see what I'm doing, I never get done, fam. So I have to keep it business. I have to say, hey, I got to take care of this. We can do this, you know. Sometimes, you know, people understand and sometimes they don't, but it's okay. Those who don't understand, those are the ones you're going to be doing business with anyway. You know, sometimes people just want to know, you know. But when you're building, fam, just remember, it's never personal. You know, even when you're building your business, you want to make sure all of your personal things are took out of your name. Just as a rule of thumb, I would say, as a business person, building your independence, getting started, don't own anything in your name. Everything needs to be owned by a business that you run. This business, that business, run that business. You need to have 2-3 businesses that's running, that controls pretty much. You could be an overseer, a manager, a trustee of the property, so, you know, or whatever you own. So just keep that in mind, fam. Oh, excuse me. It's a lovely day outside. Grand rising queen. Yes, it is. Like I say, this rising, I was just thinking about how important it is for us not to get sidetracked about business when it comes to our personal issues, when it comes to networking and branding in another area. You know, you always going to have someone that's going to try to slow down the process, or someone who say, ooh, I can get this or that at this or that number, you know. But if it was something that they was doing, it would already be in process. But when you're bringing something new to an area, you got to remember that you bringing something of value, and never deviate from your business plan. So if you know it takes 3 people to do a certain job, fam, make sure you have your 3 people, because you don't want to get hurt. You don't want to hurt nobody trying to perform something that you know is going to take more. Because some people try to get you to cut corners. Man, can you save on this? But certain things you can't save on, fam. It is what it is. You have to invest and spend money in certain areas, in order to see the outcome that you want to look for. So just remember that whoever you're building your business with, that's your business partner. Y'all stay connected. Everybody else that you're connected and that you're meeting along the way, those are just clients, families, people that you want to meet that's going to buy your product or partake of your service, but they're not a part of your business. So just keep that in mind. Keep everything separate. And just for rule of thumb, I would say, once you start learning the business side of it, start requiring more information. Don't get overwhelmed. Just learn what you can at that moment, because trying to digest it all is just going to be too much. I like to learn things from each stage I'm going through, and I'm already searching for the next information, because information is everything, man. Information, a lot of times you can find people who can do certain things, but if you don't know about it, the information, coming here, finding shipping containers, finding metal parts, finding certain material needed to pull off what we're doing, windows, pull-ups, different type of pulleys and different things that we need. You have to locate everything to be able to pull the job off, you know what I mean? So just keep that in mind. But like I say, fam, if I can tell you anything that's rising, never make it personal. Keep your business separated from that. And I would say once you dive into business, there is no personal, you know what I mean? Everything is business. That's how you have to think. Everything is business, because that's how the people operate in the business world. There is no personal. It's business. Personal assets are liabilities. You can be sued, taxed, just different things that can happen with personal assets, that they can debold personal accounts that they can't do with business accounts. That's how the system is set up. So keep that in mind when you're building a brand. This rise, and like I say, I'm actually getting my day started. I'm not even gonna lie to you, fam. The stuff I've been doing here lately been having me a little tired due to all the moving parts and stuff I'm trying to pull off, you know what I mean? But I can say this, a lot of doors are opening. I got another client who has, people talk, but I got probably 5 people who are serious about another conversion. But I got one while I'm building this one who has already started giving his deposit on the blueprints. They're gonna get his blueprints done. So, actions speak louder than words. With this process that I do with the shipping container conversions, you have to buy your prints first. You buy your prints, and then from your prints, we go to your bill. But a lot of things that we do, we are on the metal side. We do all the cuts and the fabrication. When it comes to the interior, we can do it turnkey. But a lot of times, people who have their containers, which what I do, is, it's always some general contractors in the area who can do interior. So a lot of times they just need the physical construction done, and then they'll have someone come behind us to do the rest of the build out. So that way, we can give them a better price because they're in another area. So, we like to travel in normally 1 or 2 week jobs. 2 weeks, normally 2 weeks. It won't take us longer than 2 weeks to do what we have to do on the metal side, unless it's multiple units, like it's a lot of units, you know what I mean? Like we're doing a lot of units. But if it's just 2 units, 3 units, and it's certain windows or whatever, doors, different cutout staircases, handrails got to be built. Normally, depends on the situation, we can get that done, within a few weeks. So we try to keep things on a fast pace. But just wanted to say, coming to the new area, when you present what you got to present, just be firm about your numbers, what you're doing, what you don't do, what you need and the prices and how you're going to be able to accomplish everything that you're doing. The equipment needed, because sometimes, there is certain equipment that is needed, especially when you got cutouts. So on the shipping container cutouts, so if it's a 20-foot cutout, 10-foot cutout, it's wise to have at least, or especially if it's 20, it'd be wise to have a scat track on site, forklift to pick up to help you maneuver the cutout, other than trying to have a lot of manpower, it can work. But if you want to have a lot of people out there, or, you got to have some equipment. And sometimes you can just have a piece of equipment and have two people, one person that's driving, the other person that's guiding it, and you can get it in because the equipment doing the majority of the work. And after, if you set it there, the person can get off the equipment, shut it off, help the other person, if that need be. But a 3-team is a dream team, fam. I was telling somebody the other day, 3-man team is like the Holy Trinity, fam. You know what I mean? You get a lot done, you know what I mean? So a lot of things come in threes. Even that finger, 1, 2, 3. You lose this one, boy, it'd be hard to get that cut. You know what I mean? So, the Holy Trinity, man, the 3-man team, the welder, the fitter, and the helper can do a lot. So my goal is to build these 3-man teams here. Some are going to be mobile, so we can go out and help people on their personal property, and then we're working on a facility. But right now, it's in the air. I've been looking for land. I've been checking out buildings, checking out commercial properties. So it's been a lot. I've been out trying to figure out the direction on which way to go. And I'm trying to create something new and build some generational wealth for our people. So I don't want to go through the traditional way of doing things. I don't want to rent a building that's been rented forever. If it's a possibility, if I can find a piece of property to build and own, that's what I want. So we're looking for what we can own, and what we can actually control if possible. And hey, we keeping all the options open, fam. So the goal is to really make something happen. We got a client that's motivated right now. He's gonna do a trucker's lounge. It's his goal is to make a trucker's lounge out of 2 40-foot shipping containers, and pretty much have a place where you serve food, and they can come outside and chill, just a recreation, like a big food truck in a location where you can come and relax. So he's trying to do a couple things in that area. And I really think it's going to hit because the property that he got is right beside the truck stop. So, he's going to win at the trucker's lounge if you do it right. But I just wanted to say, fam, never make it personal. So much stuff has been going on in my life lately, fam. Sometimes I literally have to just step back and be like, man, which way I'm going? Am I going left? I'm going right, because the way the situation is at the moment, it's like, if you want to do certain things, you got to make the sacrifices, and there's only one you. And you can't be everywhere at one time, you know what I mean? So, and a lot of times you can put so much energy trying to do so many other things that you burn yourself out. You burn yourself out and you put yourself in the bind. So, the last few days, fam, literally, I've been regrouping, straight regrouping, because all of the time and effort I've been putting into this project, not having everything or the help that's needed, but still making it happen. But this first one, like I say, it opened up a door for me. And sometimes you have to do what it takes to get that door open. You got to do it by yourself. I heard a guy saying the other day, and I actually have stated this before. If your car goes out on the freeway and you're on the hill and you stop it, if you sit there with your hazards lights on, people gonna get mad and just go around you. But if you just so happen to get out that car and start pushing it, trying, and they see you trying to do the impossible, somebody gonna stop and say, man, look at this crazy. Let me go out here and help him. Let me help this person. They doing something, or they want to be a part of something great. See, if you're doing something great and you're doing something where someone else thinks that it's impossible, they'll jump out and try to help you, because most people want to be a part of something great. So I learned that instead of complaining about a hard situation you might be in that's complicated, just work it out. And if you're in the public eye, just work it out. Believe me, someone will stop through it and provide some help. or say I want to be a part of what you got going on, because they can see it. They see that it's bigger, and it won't be everybody, fam, but it will be somebody that can take things to another level. But you just have to think big. So don't get caught up in thinking there's only one way to do things, fam. But just learn business. Though I would say that if I would say nothing else, learn business. Start your LLC. It's not hard. Get your EIN. Take things out of your personal name, your vehicle. Start transferring those things over to your business. Remember who your business partner is and everybody else's clients. Don't get caught up trying to make a client a business partner, because 9 times out of 10 they're just trying to get a deal. They're not going to go through the same, and they got to go through the same processes as a business partner will. We know that all the time. We don't operate like an employee. So most employees just think at the end of the week, let me get my money, let me get my 40 hours, let me get my 50 hours, whatever it is. When you run a business, it's not like that, fam. You might not eat like that. You know what I mean? Not saying that you're not making any money, but you might not eat like that because you got to invest into what you're doing, into the equipment, into the advertisement, into the process of doing what you're trying to do. So just keep that in mind, fam. I really believe there's a lot of potential in the area, but I'm new to this area, so I'm, knocking on doors, checking certain things out, and I'm just realizing that it's all business, fam. Keep it business and you'll be okay. Certain people will try to slow you down when they don't understand the process, so those who don't understand, there's no need to explain to them, because what's understood don't need to be explained. I like to say that because if you get it, then I don't have time to explain it to you, but you're just going to fall in line. So, while we building our brand, fam, while we doing what we're doing, please keep in mind to never make it personal, man. It's hard. I get it. You have, some of us got good hearts and we want to, bless people, but being business, you got to be firm on that, because like I say, if I was to stop at everyone that drove through to ask me a question while I'm building this container conversion, I would never get it done, fam. And it's not that I don't want to answer that question, but it's that I got some work in progress right now, and it's just not the time for questions. You know how they say there's a time for everything under the sun. So this Friday, I just wanted to come to you, just talk to you for a moment. I'm up having my coffee, thinking, getting my mind together, and just realizing how it's all about business, man. So when you're building your brand, keep that in mind, and remember to protect yourself. And if you got the opportunity to transfer everything from personal to business, do that, fam, because it's very important that we learn the difference between business and personal. And then the business side, the way they operate, everything is business. Nothing is personal, because having something personal is a liability. They don't like liabilities, so keep that in mind. Stay humble, stay blessed, keep building, and remember, products over talent, products over talent. Doesn't mean that talent isn't important. We have to use the talent to build the products. Once we have the products, we can multiply ourselves. So, it's all about expanding your brand, building a team that can actually do what you're trying to get done. And you'll be surprised, like I say, once you jump out that car and start pushing it, who would stop and give you a hand and help you get that car up that hill. You know what I mean? But if you just standing with the hazard lights on, folks just gonna ride around you. They ain't got time for nobody that's gonna complain. Everybody got a problem. Let's see somebody doing something amazing. See how many people jump on. So me being in Birmingham, a lot of our people have seen me do something that they thought was amazing. Me out there physically building this, and I ain't got like 30 people out there. They see me out there, me and a helper out there. And I should have had 3 people, but things didn't work out right. You know what I mean? But I've been having a helper here and there come through, and we've been getting some stuff done, fam. But in the midst of this project, though, it started one way, and we just been building. Hey, let me add this, let me add that, let me add this. So we've been deviating off the prints the whole time, just adding things. But this is my first one, so it's cool. I'm like, yeah, it's fine. We can do that. We can do that. So the process is taking a little longer, but we're gonna get it done, fam. So just wanted to say, keep your options open. Stay humble. Remember, it's all business, fam. And don't get it twisted because some people will try to approach you, want to be on the business side only for a deal. So just keep that in mind. People gonna be people. We gotta love our people, but we also gotta know the difference from those who are going to help us get to the next level and those who are going to try to hold us down or hold us at that same level. Some people don't want to see you rise, fam. It's a reality. Some of the people might be family. Some of the people might be people you know all your life. And a lot of times the people who want to see you rise might be strangers. Might be someone you just met. They like what you're doing. They say, man, you need to grow. You need to blow. It's not like that everywhere, but it's like that. So just want to come to you this rise and talk to you about that. Y'all be safe today. I know everybody got their different agendas. Me personally, today is just going to be another rest day until tomorrow. So I should have some material come in so I can jump back on the grind. Thanks for checking in, fam. Most definitely you stay safe as well. Like I say, my goal was just come in for a little while and talk about that. Just something that was on my mind. And just say, remember to keep everything business, man, if you can. And diversify your hustle, but also master something. I always say that master something and jack everything else. So master whatever your lane is, or master your lane, and then jack everything else. Learn other stuff, but don't stretch yourself too thin. Don't jump outside of your comfort zone to do something that you don't do. That's going to cause you problems too. Because it can be a headache for them. So like I say, this ride, I just want to come and talk. It's been a minute since I went live, and sometimes I go live out there, it be so loud, you know what I mean? I can't, every now and then it'd be okay, but the trucks and stuff will be coming through and it just get loud over there. And one of my followers said, I need to get a mic, so I'm gonna be working on some better equipment when I start showing some live updates of what I'm doing and what I'm building, just to make it more clear, or just video it and then record over it to kind of explain what I'm doing. So, the process has been fun, fam. It's been very interesting being here in Birmingham. I learned a lot. I learned a few things about the culture of the city, the people, where it's going, how they look at things. And hey, I'm just gonna keep it moving, fam. My goal is to live to be remembered, is to build shipping container conversions, to teach welding classes, to teach independence, to sell my welding skids, welding programs to really help people educate in the area. That's what I want to do. Right now, I'm just trying to do what I can to open up a door. But I know it takes a team, fam, and we can't do this by ourselves, fam. It takes a team. So remember, it takes a team to build. Just master your lane. Don't try to cross over in someone else's lane. Just master your lane. Y'all be blessed, man. Continues to prosper. I'm out. Black people.